That's one word for it.
Again, have a stat sheet over there. I want to take a look.
Hey, how you doing? Doing great.
And welcome this fine Saturday afternoon. USC Aiken taking on Columbus State Cougars. The Pacers enjoying a 7-4 record up to this point. They are 3-2 in conference. And Columbus State bringing a 6-2 record, 3-1 in conference play. Tip-off handled by Columbus State. Columbus State setting up their offense. A reasonable crowd here at the conversation at the Convocation Center. Long-range bomber does not find its target. Pacers with the rebound, and they're on the prowl.
And the Pacers' first home crowd is a pretty sizable one of 2019, so it's good to see.
Nice shot there by the effervescent Kyrie Chandler. And starting for the Pacers, you've got Kyrie Chandler, Alex Kennedy, Grace Crawford, Star Toomey, and Kwajalein Farah. And, of course, for the Cougars, you got Tatiana Wayne, Kayla Carter, Tatum Jarvis, Chrislyn Boston. And they told me how to pronounce her name. It's actually normal sounding, but I'm seeing Serena Carpenter. We'll call her Carpenter for the rest of the day. I can handle that.
Sounds like
I'm pretty sure I butchered that, and I apologize to the Carpenter family out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Pacers lead 3-0.
Off the mark with both free throws is Carpenter.
Of course, Jordan Phillips joining me today, or I'm joining Jordan. I'm Chip Herring, and I think Jordan's been here a lot more than I have up to this point.
I think so, but who's counting? You know,
Yeah.
it's a team effort.
We're here together, and that's beautiful. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Three-point attempt from number 3, Carter. Carter nails it, and 5-3 is your score at the 8:32 mark.
Pacers with a multitude of scoring options on the floor right now, and they're going to have to share the wealth if they want to get the win today. It's what they've been doing lately. In their last contest, 4 different Pacers were in double digits. They'll need a similar performance as Toomey whistled for traveling there.
Yeah, Crawford trying to force that down inside the paint. Good pass, and I think Toomey just a little steppy.
As you tend to be early on in the game.
So the Cougars will bring the ball down the court. Get over in the hands of Wayne. Wayne takes a long 2-point attempt, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by number 42. Good defense by the Pacers as she tries to go up, and that ball is blocked. And we got a loose, well, it's a tied up ball. Possession arrow in the direction of the Pacers. 5-3 is your score, 7:59 here in the first. So Chandler will bring the ball down the court. Gives it over on the left-hand side of Kennedy. Kennedy with nice feed into Toomey. Toomey kicks it out to Crawford. Crawford with 3-point attempt. Can't get it to go, and Toomey is able to kick it back out. We're going to get a fresh shot clock.
And what a pass that was by Kennedy, as you mentioned. That was a beautiful inside pass, and Toomey just off the mark.
Toomey unable to get her hands on the ball. Cougars will bring it back down the court. Long range shot there is not going to find its mark. Jarvis missing short. And Kennedy will bring it down, kick it over to Crawford. Crawford will bring it down the court and back to Kennedy. These two freshmen have really come in and put their stamp on Pacer basketball. Both of them. Crawford had 14 points in her last game, so she definitely had a great outing.
Yeah, Crawford has shown herself to be a dynamic scoring option for the Pacers here early in her career.
Rebounded by Toomey as she gets it over to Crawford, and Crawford setting it up at the top of the key. You know, the good thing about Crawford coming in like that, that's going to free up Chandler. Of course, Crawford hitting those threes. But that frees up Chandler, who's already a scoring machine for the Pacers. That's going to give her a little bit more license to kind of cruise a little bit.
Exactly.
It's kind of nice having a freshman like Crawford come in.
And that's great for the Pacers who have, as we mentioned, a multitude of scoring options. I mean, there's really nobody you can double up because you've got a monster like Kay Farah, as we see down there, Kyrie Chandler and Crawford as well. I mean, this team has a lot of options to go to.
Yeah. Serena Carpenter picking up her first foul as she gets a little too much body as Farrar goes up, and Farrar get 2. And she'll make the first. We got a whole lot of subs coming in. Sade Johnson and Mal Two-Will coming in. And Christian Carter coming in for the Cougars, along with Anna Stewart. Ball last touch by the Cougars. Two-Will with that ever excitable grin on her face.
Oh yeah, coming in and fighting for that rebound, her first action of the game. So
she's happy.
Oh yeah.
The Asia Williamson also in for the Cougars. Good looking shot there by Wayne out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. And that'll be her first points of the contest. Crawford bringing the ball down the court for the Pacers. See Janae Simpson also in for the Pacers. Good looking shot there by Janae. Good feed by Johnson to get that into her.
More great defense from the Pacers there. Great rebound by Simpson.
Yeah, Pacers really not making it easy on the Cougars. Simpson kicks out over to nice feed there by Sade Johnson. Chandler, nice feed down the baseline, and Johnson able to handle it.
Pacers rolling here in the first few minutes of this contest, looking like they're firing on all cylinders thus far. Chandler.
Baseline shot does not go down. Chandler with an easy shot, and as easy shots tend to go, they prove to be the hardest.
Overthunk that one just a little. Yeah, overthunk that one just a little bit.
So we got a timeout. And we got a full media timeout. Pacers lead 13-5, 4:48 to go. We'll be right back.
And welcome back, everyone. Columbus State with the ball out of the timeout. Madison Williams now in for the Pacers. Nice drive there, off the mark. And out. That'll be out off of the Cougar. It'll be Pacer ball.
Tell you what, getting Quadrillin Farah back in for the Pacers after not having her last year has been a super boost.
Yeah, it definitely has. I mean, we've seen what she can do all season long. She's an absolute dynamic player for the
She
Pacers.
was that way. She was that way as a freshman, and we all knew she was going to have an amazing career. And then Of course, injury sidelined her as Mal Two-Wheel, the St. Louis native.
That's a beautiful drive by Two-Wheel there.
Yes, it was. Good looking shot by number 10. Williamson can't get it to fall.
The foul is on the Pacers, number 41,
Kwajalein Farah is going to pick up her first foul.
This quarter, shooting 2 will be number 22, Christian Carter.
That's going to be Christian Carter on the line for 2 out of Austell, Georgia, just outside of the ATL. Just missing that one. And she'll make the second. 15-6, 4-minute mark. Chandler brings it down. Started to hand it off and wisely didn't. Good move by Chandler, just bouncing off her defender, creating some space.
Smart heads up play there by Chandler.
Yeah, Cougars had a really nice defense set up, a good little press, and we stepped right in it.
Inbound to Chandler, or to Farah.
Williams kicking it out to Chandler, back to Williams at the top. Williams bringing it back up. 10 seconds on the shot clock, and we got a reach-in foul on number 10, Williamson. That'll be her first.
That's her first, the team's second.
And just for the record, I did figure out it's Serena Carpenter. I just had to really look at it a couple of times. But I do apologize to the Carpenter family.
You know, it happens to the best of us from time to time.
My brain just was not going to work that time. So Chandler inbound at 4. The Pacers down on the Cougar side of the court. Need to get it in. There she goes. Good job. Gets out to Williams. Williams driving down the left-hand side, looking for somewhere to go with it. Gets it out to Two-Wheel. Two-Wheel pulls the trigger a little quick on that shot.
A little short on that one. Good defense from Two-Wheel.
Nice open shot by number 5 for the Cougars. Stewart. She can't get it to fall, though. And we got a travel call there. And that's a no-no in this establishment. You can't do it. That's going to bring in Kennedy and Crawford back into the game. And Two-Wheel. Oh, and Williams will take a breather. Stewart bringing the ball down the court. Gets it down to 35. Chrislyn Boston. Pacers defense continuing to be effective as they kick the ball. Kennedy with a wide open 3, and she's going to nail that. And that's 5 points for her already in this contest.
Yeah, nice game thus far for Kennedy. That was a beautiful shot. Wide open, took her time, and just knocked it down.
Pacers lead 18-6 here at 2:31 mark. And here's a good looking shot. She didn't call backboard, but it'll still count as Tatiana Wayne hits a 3. Kennedy gets the ball on the left-hand side, kicks it back out. Oh, miss. Oh, good defense by the Cougars. Apparently they saw it as a touch. I think the Pacers got away with that. He was behind it. I think he assumed there was a touch. It was just a really bad pass.
Yeah, I kind of thought the same. I was a little interested at the call there, but hey.
It happens.
Yeah, the Pacer faithful will certainly take it.
If I could struggle with a name as simple as Serena, certainly the official's going to miss 1 or 2.
Crawford with the wide open look and knocks it down.
She really has a sweet shot. Very smooth, very fluid.
Yeah, it's a very easy, smooth shot. She's just so quick with it, and there's no like weird wonky motion to it. It's just an easy, nice textbook shot.
That's a good-looking shot by number 42, Serena Carpenter, freshman out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. drawing the foul and getting it to fall, so she'll get to shoot to make it 3.
On the court comes number 32 of the Cougars, Ebony Williams, and number 50, Janae Simpson of the Pacers. Carpenter at the line for the
So Ebony Williams coming in for the Cougars. And Carpenter will turn her opportunity into a 3-point victory. Crawford on the drive. Kind of loses the handle. She gets down in there. Good tie up there. It is a tied up ball, and this time there it goes to the favor of the Cougar.
Yeah, that was a nice drive by Crawford there up until the point I believe the ball came off of her foot.
Yep. Good looking shot there with Kennedy's hand in her face, in and out, but counts for nothing as the Pacers get the rebound. Kennedy gets it back at the top of the key and kicks it back over to Crawford over on the side. Farrar with a turnaround jump shot. Can't get that to fall. Rebounded by the Cougars. Cougars pressing the issue now. Pull-up jumper from three-point range. Almost makes it. Can't get it to fall. Tatiana Wayne missing that shot.
Fouls on number 35, Chrislyn Boston of the Cougars. Her first of the team's 4.
Chrislyn Boston picking up her first foul. Got 14 fouls for both teams. As Crawford brings the ball down the court.
1 minute left in the
Good
quarter.
feed to Kennedy, and Kennedy easy deuce there.
Oh, that was gorgeous play by Janae Simpson and Alex Kennedy. That was absolutely gorgeous.
Kennedy leading all scores right now with 7.
Basket by number 10, Leisha Williamson.
Leisha Williamson getting her first points of the game. 43 seconds here in the first. Simpson at the top, and we got a foul away from the ball.
The foul is on number 42 of the Cougars, Serena Carpenter.
I'll tell you what, that was a fortunate foul for the Pacers because
At the line shooting 2
Simpson,
for the Pacers.
she threw that ball into the Cougar bench thinking that there was a Pacer there, but Kennedy had already pulled in. That'll put Farrar in the line. Shooting 2. That one missing. 22-14, 38.4 to go here in the first.
Also on the court for the Pacers, Madison Williams, number 15. And number 23, Phoenicia Howard.
So Phoenicia Howard and Madison Williams come in for the Pacers. Crawford and Chandler will take a break.
Shadi Johnson.
Shadi Johnson in for the Pacers. Shadi Johnson, that player that doesn't look it, but she plays really, really big in the paint.
Yes, she does. I mean, when the Pacers want to go with a smaller lineup, she's typically the player that's going to play either the 4 or the 5. And she's a very tenacious rebounder for her size.
Well, she'll give you
Basket by number 32, Ebony
a
Williams.
clinic on footwork and how to really position yourself up for the best possible case scenario, and somehow she makes it work. And that ball knocked out. And that'll be Pacers shooting. No 13.2 seconds on the game clock. No shot clock. So the Pacers get to play for a last shot here in the first. Simpson will take the shot, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by the Cougars. They got 7 seconds, plenty of time to get down there. Good drive by number 2, Wayne. Tatiana Wayne making that work, and the Pacers will go into the first, leading by 5. 23-18 is the score here in the Convocation Center. We'll be right back at the beginning of the second. And welcome back. Pacers lead 23-18. At the start of the second period, Johnson into Crawford. Howard kicks it back out to Johnson. Johnson. I missed the call.
I'm thinking they said it was a walk, but I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Either way, the Pacers with a pretty efficient first half, shooting 9 of 17, over 50% from the field as a team. So offensively, things are rolling for the Pacers right now. And good rebound there by Johnson.
Yeah, and you can tell the way the Cougars set that up. They're trying to turn that into get it to the inside of the paint and try to get some easy buckets. I mean, the Cougars, there's been times where it looked like the Pacers were dominating, but really it's a 5-point game. Kennedy with a long two-point shot attempt there, can't get it to fall. Cougars with a rebound, but Cougars definitely in this thing, in this game. There's very streaky and nice bucket there by Wayne. She gets it to fall and she draws a foul.
And one opportunity.
She has a chance to turn this into a two-point ball game.
We have a full media timeout on the floor.
That will lead us into our full media timeout. We'll take a break and be right back.
And welcome back. 9:05 in the second. Pacers with a 3-point lead. Wayne on the line to possibly bring the Cougars within 2. And she gets it to fall. 23-21 here at the Convocation Center. And that ball thrown away. Missing its mark. Cougars will get it. And the Cougars looking to even the score, if not take a lead for the first time in this game. A little strong there is Wayne. Williamson at the top of the key looking to move this defense around. Good job, but can't get the shot to fall. Kennedy on the rebound, and Kennedy will kick it out to Crawford. Crawford will allow things to settle a little bit. Cougars definitely looking like they're stepping up the pace of their offense. Sade Johnson with a long-range three-point.
That's not normally her shot, but she knocked it down right there.
It looked like it was exactly her shot there, 26-21. Good job by Sade taking the shot. And we got to travel in the paint.
Substituting is number 42.
Ebony Williams, all the way down from Baltimore, Maryland. She's probably enjoying this version of winter versus that Maryland winter a little bit.
I can only imagine.
61 degrees today. Woo, me without my earmuffs.
Hey, it was a little chilly this morning. It was probably around 50.
Tell that to people in Baltimore, Maryland.
Where it's probably sub-zero.
You're going to get very little sympathy from those fine folks. Sade Johnson with the ball at the top of the key. And
the foul is on number 42,
Serena Carpenter going to pick up her third foul, and that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt the Cougars because she's definitely one of their leaders on the court. She don't want to be stacking up too many fouls. And you can tell she's already about to get subbed out. Crawford with the ball at the top of the key. Moving back left. Trying to find somebody, anybody. This Cougar defense has really stepped up their game. Simpson can't get that one to fall, but she draws a foul on number 22, Christian Carter. That'll be her second foul.
This quarter at the line of shooting 2, Janae Simpson.
So Simpson to the line for 2. And she'll get the first to fall.
Coming on the court is number 25, Kari Jernigan, and number 22.
Kari Jernigan coming in. Kari Jernigan out of Lilburn, Georgia. That one does not fall. Rebounded by the Cougars. 27-21. Pacers lead. 7:25 to go here in the second. Long range jumper, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Two-Wheel. Two-Wheel kicks it back over to Crawford, and a little bit of a press from the Cougars, but Crawford handles it very well. Good feed in and out of the baseline to Two-Wheel. Two-Wheel kind of lost her balance. Ball off of Simpson's foot, intercepted by the Cougars, and that ball a little strong off the rim, but knocked out of bounds by the Cougars, so the Pacers will get it. So Chandler will bring it down for the Pacers. Feeds it into Johnson. Johnson back to Chandler. Chandler got a wide open shot. Doesn't take it, takes a step. Gets the deuce. 29-21.
Pacers still efficient on offense, making their shots. They're doing a great job offensively. Just got to shore up a couple things on defense, and this one can get ugly.
I think the Cougars definitely showing that they've got nothing but fight in them. They're not going to just walk away. They are rocking a 3-1 conference record, so they got games.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely a talented team for sure. You can see it here in the early goings of this game.
Good-looking shot by Williamson there. I mean, just hanging in the air and hits a little 8-footer down the baseline. Johnson thought about another three. Why not? She made the last one. Wow. She muscles that one in.
That's a good way to say that. Yeah, she absolutely did. Finishing through some contact there.
31-23 is your score. Shotty Johnson.
Johnson with 7 early points here for the Pacers as well.
Beast mode. Good defense by Simpson. She's just a hair late getting there.
The foul is on the Pacers, number 50, Janae Simpson, her second, the team second.
That's going to put Anna Stewart out of Toledo, Ohio on the line for the Cougars. She'll hit the first of 2.
Substitutes number 3, Caitlin Carter, and on the court for the Pacers.
Kwajalein Farrer back in for Shotty Johnson. Johnson will go take a much earned breather. Can't get the second one to fall. Rebounded by Farrer. And she'll kick it over to Crawford. Crawford will bring the ball down the court. A little football action there. And, well, we don't do football till Monday for that national championship. But in basketball, it's not, you can't do it.
Not allowed in this house.
Nice
Good move
by
there.
Crawford. Losing it, but gets it back. Two-Wheel with a three-point shot. She nails it. I think she shot that from St. Louis.
I think she did, but she knocked it down.
Over the arc and nothing but net. Crawford bringing the ball down the court. Crawford's a stud, dude. What? I mean, everything she does is she handles the ball really well. Got a good shot. Farrer with a nice turnaround jumper there.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. Crawford is just an all-around player. She's got the handles. She can drive in when necessary. She's got a great outside shot. I mean, she's a very promising player for this Pacers team.
Scary truth, freshman.
Exactly.
It's only going to get better, but we got a timeout. And with that timeout, we want to thank all our sponsors. And without them, you folks don't have to endure us. You wouldn't be able to hear us. Hudson Etheridge Company. Great insurance for all your auto owner insurance needs. Call Hudson and Etheridge. Tyler Tire and Auto Center. Meeting all your automotive needs, whether it's tires or an oil change out your wiper, whatever you need. Tyler Tire and Auto will take care of all your needs. Of course, Willie Jules Barbecue, making me fatter since they've been here, and I'm thankful for them because they are so good. The mac and cheese might be the best in the world.
I like they got a sandwich with the pulled pork and sausage on it. It's really good.
Yeah, there you go. And, of course, South Carolina Education Lottery for all that they do to invest in the future of our students. When you play the lottery, you're adding to the funds of education. So thank you for that. Long-range jumper there, doesn't fall. Coming in over the top. Nice rebound by number 25, Jernigan. Jernigan out of Lilburn, Georgia, just down 78 from the Atlanta area. Is Lilburn, Georgia. That ball doesn't fall. Rebounded by Two-Will, and Two-Will will bring it on down the court. She wisely gets it over to Crawford. Crawford gets a nice little pick from Toomey. Crawford with a feed, can't get it to fall. That ball knocked out of bounds by the Cougar. Wayne will come back in. Wayne will come back in for the Cougars, giving Williamson a breather. So the Pacers will inbound it. 15 seconds on the shot clock, 4:14 to go here in the second. Pacers with a 36-24 lead, gets it over to Crawford pretty easily. And Chandler driving the baseline. The ball knocked out of bounds. But now we got a situation. You got 6 seconds on the shot clock. So we're going to have to get it in and shoot quickly. Crawford will pull it up. Again, she'll call. I didn't hear her call back, boys.
I didn't either.
It shouldn't count. But it does. 38-24. And Crawford with 7 points here in this game. 38-24, 3:49 to go. At the top of the key with the ball is Carter for the Cougars. She gets it over to Wayne. Wayne.
The foul is on the Pacers, number 21, Grace Crawford. Her first, the team's third.
Crawford picking up her first foul.
Cougar lineup is number 22, Christian Carter.
Christian Carter coming back in along with number 32, Ebony Williams. And Wayne will get it at the top. She's going to pull up. She's not bashful to pull the trigger. She is really close to making these shots. I know she's got to be a little frustrated. I mean, she's got 10 points so far, so she can't be too frustrated. But when she misses, she doesn't miss by much.
The team's third.
So 3:27. 38-24. Crawford walking it down the court. Cougar settling in, and boy, Wayne just kind of pounced on her quick. Two-Will gets it over on the left-hand side, trying to swing it around to Crawford. Crawford over to Chandler. Chandler with a three-point attempt. Can't get it to fall, but Toomey with a nice rebound. Oh, nice look by Two-Will. Feed into Toomey, and Toomey can't get that one to fall. And the Cougars get it, and they kick it out. And, boy, good defense by the Pacers. Farrah on the ground. It looked like some 1980s breakdancing. I thought she was going to just grab her heels and spin for a second there, but ends up finding a Pacer, kicks it out, and Pacers with an opportunity to score. And Chandler got called for traveling there.
Yeah, it was a very easy call for the officials to make, having right in front of them.
He didn't seem to struggle with the whistle. You're right. And that's going to bring in number 10, Williamson, Yeah, he's out of Greensboro, North Carolina. She's going to inbound it to Carter. Carter is going to bring the ball down the court. Over to Wayne. Wayne over the right-hand side. Looking to get a pick. Goes the opposite side, and boy, she really does not, she is not bashful about driving. And we got a tied ball, and that's going to be in the direction of the Cougars.
And number 35, Crystal Boston checking in.
38-24, 2:14 to go here in the second. Long range shot there. Again, not missing by much there. Good feed inside. And this might be on two-wheel.
The foul is on the Pacers, number 22, Star Toomey.
No, they're going to call Star Toomey on that. It'll be her third foul.
Moves into the charity stripe for 10.
Definitely don't want to see her get too buried in fouls.
No, she's a force on the defensive side of the ball, and with her rebounding ability, the Pacers are going to need her in the game.
That one does not fall for Holloway, Naomi Holloway. I'll take that back, Christian Carter. Let me get that right. Taya Gibson out of Rome, Georgia. And missing that one off the front. Pacers with the rebound, 38-24. Minute 50 to go. Crawford with a long-range shot. That one missing to the left. Good effort by the Cougars to get that ball to keep it in play. And Wayne's going to be called for a travel there. She was a little bit out of control on that effort, and I think that's why the official went ahead and gave her the traveling call and not calling anybody for a foul.
Yeah, she was kind of stumbling around there early. I don't think anybody could have been called for that.
If I moved that fast, I would stumble all the time too.
Oh, easily. Every single time.
Farrah with a feed into Johnson. Johnson starts to go up and gets tied up, and Pacers will get that. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 1:10 here in the second period. Pacers enjoying a 14-point lead. Nice look from Farrah to Crawford. Crawford can't get it to fall, and in and out.
1 minute left in the half, 1 minute.
And if you hear Joe Kacharski's voice, 1 minute to go here in the half. Feed into Farrar. Farrah kicks it out to Two-Wheel. Two-Wheel doing what Two-Wheel do, making that three. 41-24 as we're at the 45-second mark.
Yeah, Two-Wheel is dialed in tonight.
Cougar trying to. Oh, we got a charge.
Great defense there by Two-Wheel. Great defense.
Good defense. Two-Wheel setting it up. And
Columbus State Tatiana Wayne, her first in the team's fourth.
so the Pacers being pressed a little bit, but they push through the press. And 22 seconds to go on the clock. No difference between shot clock and game clock. Two-Wheel gets it. They're not going to give her an open shot. Johnson with the ball right at the top of the charity stripe. Crawford with a quick turn. Up, gets her player to fall. Can't get the shot to fall. Farrah with a wide shot and can't get it to fall. But the Pacers hold a 41-24 lead here in the first half. I'll let Jordan give you all the stats as we get them.
Yeah, this was a great half by the Pacers offensively, and we saw in the second quarter things starting to go their way defensively as well. I mean, and we really talked about earlier about how they needed to share the wealth, and we're starting to see that a little bit here. We've got, several players closing in on double digits already. You know, and as we get our stats here, we'll break down who those players are. But, I mean, you can't ask for a much better half if you're the Pacers.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a good assessment. Both teams came to play. Pacers proving that their streaks are a little bit thicker than the Cougar streaks are. And score shows that, 41-24. You want to go ahead and run through those stats?
Yeah, but as the Pacers currently led on the offensive side of things by Mel Two-Wheel with 8 points, but right behind her, Sade Johnson, Alex Kennedy, and Grace Crawford with 7 apiece, then Kyrie Chandler with 3, Kwajalein Farah with 4 of her own, Janae Simpson with 3 as well. The Pacers doing a great job offensively of spreading the wealth around. And then, of course, the rebounding is definitely going the Pacers' way as well. 29 total to the 20 of the Cougars. I mean, it's just an all-around effort by the Pacers here. Everybody getting involved, everybody sharing the wealth, and things really being shown clearly here with this 41-24 lead. But we'll take a break, and we'll be back in about 13 minutes.
And welcome back to the Convocation Center. Columbus State Cougars. Inbounded the ball for the Cougars, number 32, Williams. She gets it over to Carter. And Wayne, left-hand side, pull-up jumper, can't get that one to fall. She kicks it out to, rebounded by Johnson. Johnson kicks it out to Crawford. Crawford bringing the ball down the court. Pacers going with their original starting lineup with Chandler, Crawford, Johnson, Kennedy, and Farrer. That pass not as sharp as it needed to be, but if you know Johnson, Johnson will find a way to make a three to make up for it.
Yeah, for as far as the Cougars are concerned, Wayne right now only shooting 25% from the field, 4 of 16 so far. She's going to have to get some more consistency in her shot here as this goes on, as if she wants to get her team back into the game.
But I'll tell you, I mean, and the struggle for her is she's not off by much. Like when she misses, she barely misses.
Yeah.
Of course, that's an easy miss. She's trying to draw the foul there, and she does.
Yeah, you're absolutely right when you say that.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those frustrating places. If you're a shooter and you're just barely missing, you know you got to keep pulling the trigger. As Wayne goes to the line for 2. She'll make that one. She's a pure shooter. I mean, she's got a very good shot. It's just so far it has not gone down for her. It's going to make it tough for the Pacers if that changes. She'll make the second. 41-26, Pacers lead. And the Cougars putting on a full court press now, trying to make it tough for the Pacers, but Chandler's going to work the ball down the court. She seems to be handling it pretty well. Being challenged by Carter. So Johnson will get it at the top of the key. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson can't get that ball to go, and rebounded by the Cougars. Cougars definitely stepping up the pace as Wayne is forcing the issue.
Kennedy, if they're going to credit that as a shot, she just rejected that.
I think that's going to be. I think it's a rejection because she definitely knocked it out.
Number 10, Leisha Williamson.
Little hip shot as Wayne goes out, and that'll bring up Williamson for the Cougars. Looks like we got a foul away from the ball. Nope, we got too much time in the paint. Pacers will get it. And the Cougars going to continue to press. Shotty Johnson will bring the ball down the court for the Pacers. Crossing the half-court line now. Showing her dribbling skills. Cougars definitely stepping up their defensive pressure, and it is definitely throwing the Pacers off a little bit. Taylor can't get that one to fall. Farrer with a nice rebound. Gets that one to fall back. Nice putback, 43-26. Carter bringing the ball down the court for the Cougar. Three-point shot attempt by Carter. Can't get it to fall. Nice rebound by number 32, Ebony Williams. Looking to get an entry pass into the paint. No, they're keeping it around. They're just opening it up and trying to drive the lane. Can't get that one to fall. Rebounded by the Cougars. Fresh shot clock. Nice drive there, and she does get a nice kiss off the backboard, and that's number 32, Ebony Williams. Junior out of Baltimore, Maryland. 43-28. As Chandler brings the ball down the court and gets it over to Johnson. Johnson unable to get that. Gets it over to Kennedy on the right side. Kennedy with a nice little move. Lost the ball. He's down on the ground, and she may be called for travel there. And that would be an accurate assessment from the officiating crew here. O'Shea Hatley coming in, a freshman, 5'9" freshman out of Durham, North Carolina. Williamson, long range shot, can't get that one to fall. Rebounded by Farrer. Farrer kicks it out to Chandler. Chandler turns around immediately, confronted by a defensive player. And we got a timeout.
We have a full media timeout on the floor.
And with that, we got a full media timeout, so we'll be right back right after this break. And welcome back. 43-28, 6:56 to go. Kennedy with a inbound pass. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Crawford. This is one of those ones after a timeout, you feel like you better get some points. Running out of time on the shot clock. And good defense by the Cougars. So the timeout did not help a whole lot for the Pacers.
Pacers coming out of the gate a little bit slow here, a little sluggish.
Well, honestly, I think they're moving fine. I just think the Cougars have really stepped up their intensity and make us look like we're slow. you may be right, but I think it's accentuated by how quick the Cougars have really stepped up their efforts. Kennedy with a nice kick out to Chandler. Chandler on the left-hand side, really having to deal with a lot of red jerseys in her face. Kicks out to Farrah. Farrah with a nice shot, and she'll get that to drop. And scary truth, she's starting to score. She's got 8 points. She was pretty quiet in the first half.
Yes, she was. She had a fairly quiet first half, only 6 points, but as the Pacers lose that one, yeah, she's a dangerous player. She's a threat to go for 30 almost every time she steps on the floor.
Yeah, Pacers with a 15-point lead.
And she's only a sophomore.
Red shirt sophomore. That ball knocked. Now there's a foul down away from the ball, and that's going to be on number 35, Chrislyn Boston. That'll be her second.
That's her second. It's the team's first this half. Entering the game are number 25, Kari Jernigan.
Kari Jernigan's going to come in for the Cougar.
On the court for the Pacers, number 11,
Mel Two will come in for the Pacers, giving Kennedy a breather. And Crawford with a rare miss. That would have been an amazing shot had that gone in, but it does not. Johnson got a little, I'm not sure why they called her for a travel, because she did let the ball spin in the air, but she didn't put her hands on it. The official that made the call was behind the play, and I guess that was one of those assumed calls. Coach Miller, head coach of the Pacers, less than thrilled with the call.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Good entry pass there in the paint. Tua with good defense. Somebody's going to have to box that second player out. Oh, we got a couple of knees knocked, and that looks like Taya Gibson knocked her knees, but I think she's going to be fine. It's just one of those knee dinks that hurt for a moment. And she is fine. She gets that ball. Good defense. She's able to sprint down the court. Two-Wheel able to knock it loose.
Great job by Two-Wheel to break up that fast break play.
Pacers number 22, star 2A, and we have a full media timeout.
And with that, we got a full media timeout. We'll be right back right after this. And welcome back. Cougars inbounding underneath their own basket. Gets it out to Wayne. Wayne with a big drive and a shot. She's going to get to shoot two. And that's going to be on Two-Wheel. Her first foul of the game.
Her first, the team second. At the charity stripe, Tatiana Wayne.
Tatiana Wayne to the line for the Cougars. She'll get the first to fall. Wayne leading all scores with 13 up to this point. Trying to make it 14 here. And she does. Two-Wheel driving hard to get past the press, and she does. Candler, three-point shot. Can't get it to fall. Toomey called for a foul there.
The foul was on the Pacers, number 22, star Toomey.
That's four for her.
Fourth and the team's third.
As you can imagine, Simpson's going to be getting ready to come in for the Pacers.
Substituting is number 50, Janae Simpson.
So Janae Simpson coming in. Cougars bringing the ball down the court.
Nearly lost it there.
Yeah, I think she thought she was going to provide a pick, and she's just looking for a recipient of her pass. Wayne with a long-range shot, can't get that to fall. Crawford bringing the ball down court for the Pacers. Good feed inside. Nice kick over to Two-Wheel. Two-Wheel finishing it nicely. Two-Wheel now in double digits with 10 points.
Two-Wheel's feeling it here today, man. She's having a great game offensively.
Long range three there. That's not going to fall. Rebounded by Simpson. Simpson gets it over to Crawford. Crawford will bring it down. Crawford picking up her second foul with offensive charge there.
Number 42, Serena Carpenter, and number 22, Christian Carter.
That's going to bring in Madison Williams in for Crawford.
Madison Williams.
Cougars working the ball all around. Good turnaround jumper. Can't get that to fall. And nice play by number 14, Jarvis. Keeping that ball alive for the Cougars. Cougars got 6 seconds on the shot clock. And we got too much time in the paint. They were running out of shot clock time. Two-wheel gets it back at the top of the key. Plenty of time on the shot clock, but Chandler throws up a prayer, and she gets a quick answer. The answer was yes.
Yeah, she said there's no reason to wait around. Why bother with it?
Now it's going to be foul on Madison Williams. Chandler pulling up, wide open. Can't get that to fall. We got a collision underneath the basket, and it looks like Farrah is going to be called for the foul. That'll be her second.
The foul is on the Pacers, number 41, Farrah. That's her second.
Pacers with a 14-point lead, 2:03 here in the third. Serena Carpenter will go to the line. Should be a 1-and-1. They're saying that she's getting 2. She'll miss the first. I'm a little confused. I'm not sure why she's getting 2 here.
Yeah, I'm not sure as well, but either way, she got them.
Yep, she'll make the second. Ebony Williams will come back in. That'll give Serena Carpenter a breather for the Cougars. So, now one free throw. 13-point is your difference. Pacers lead. So Simpson looking to inbound the ball, trying to find somebody, anybody, and she does find it at number 15, Madison Williams. Williams kicks it out. They break the press. And Chandler with an easy deuce there as the Pacers beat everybody back.
Now Chandler enters double digits.
Wayne will get the basket and fall, and she'll draw the foul, and Two-Will looks guilty. And I'm right, that's her second foul.
For the three-point play.
Wayne looking to turn this into a three-point opportunity. Can't get that one to fall. Farrah with a rebound. 1:44 to go here in the third. Pacers break the press. Chandler with it on the left-hand side. Just take it straight to the paint. Why not?
Chandler's starting to take charge of this game.
Right, and she saw the defense just kind of open up for her, so she took advantage of it. Easy little run, layup. Shotty Johnson looking like she's about to come in for the Pacers. Nice looking shot there by Leasia Williamson.
Substituting in for the Pacers is Shotty Johnson. And for the
Johnson coming in for Farrah.
Serena Carpenter.
Serena Carpenter coming in for the Cougars. 1:11 on the clock for the third period. 54-41. .330 is the tip-off time for the men's game. Pacers against the Cougars on the men's side of things. And a quick timeout called by the
We have a 30-second
and that's a 30-second timeout. Men's team, number 8 in the nation here at USC Aiken. The Cougars coming in. Cougars were tough to beat at Columbus State, which is a pretty tough environment to win in because it's a it's a good-sized gym, but you're right there, and so the fans can definitely play a role in the game. So when you see the Pacers coming out of there with a 2-point lead, you feel pretty good about that. But it also tells you Columbus State's they got some talent on that team, and Pacers. We'll see how well they enjoy the success that they've enjoyed up to this point. But definitely props to Mark Vanderslice and his fellas. But Mark Miller's doing a pretty good job here too.
Yeah, he is.
Got the girls looking like they're really on target. Head coach Anita Howard for Columbus State. Columbus State also has one of the coolest student activity centers you could hope to have on any college campus. They've really done a great job on their campus. It's beautiful. A lot of balling down there under the basket, and a lot of people saying, "Hey, I was touched."
Letting somebody know. Yeah, as you mentioned, Coach Miller's having a great season thus far. Definitely to this point, his most successful season here as the Pacers women's head coach, and he's been doing fantastic so far.
Yes, he has. And Christian Carter picking up her 4th foul in that little fray. 49 seconds to go, plenty of time to make something happen. So 29 seconds on the shot clock. Pacers got another shot at inbounding. And they do to Simpson. Simpson quickly gets it back over to Johnson, and Johnson to Chandler. Chandler going to bring it down the court. She's going to cross midcourt. 40 seconds to go here in the third. Pacers with a 13-point lead. Johnson with a nice drive, but she's fouled on the floor. No shot.
The foul was on number 14, Tatum Jarvis. Her first.
Tatum Jarvis will pick up her first foul of the game. Nice feed. Simpson gets the shot off and draws the foul. She'll get to shoot 2 there. That's going to be on number 42. Serena Carpenter picking up her 4th foul. And now both teams having to really battle with the foul plague. First shot missed. Chrislyn Boston coming back in. Of course, Candidate coming in for the Pacers. And Simpson can't get that one to fall either. Rebounded by the Cougars, and Wayne on the run. Pull-up jumper, can't get that one to fall. And rebounded by Kennedy, who just entered into the game. She gets it back over to Johnson. Johnson to Chandler. Nope, that's not Chandler. That's Williams. Williams bringing the ball down the court. Williams, nice. I don't think that was a pass to Simpson, but it worked out well. And two-wheel blocked by the side of the backboard. And that ball missing short. So at the end of the third, Pacers lead 54-41. Don't go away. We've got a barn burner. We'll be right back. And disregard. There's 0.7 seconds left on the clock. So the ball went out of bounds. Too much pace on that ball.
So now the Pacers will have a chance to inbound with plenty of time.
And there we go. Now we're at third. 54-41. Score did not change. We'll be right back in the beginning of the fourth. And welcome back. Pacers lead here in the fourth, 54-41. Kennedy's going to be inbound it for the Pacers. She's probably looking for a recipient about now. And nobody's paying attention. She's all alone. There we go. Chandler will come around and give her a little bit of assistance.
Somebody had to.
I was worried for her there.
Yeah, it was time was ticking down there.
Crawford with the ball at the top. Cougars definitely nice defense by the Cougars. Intercepted by number 10. Williamson can't get that ball to drop, but she'll draw the foul. Heidi Johnson going to pick up her first foul. It's actually pretty impressive.
The foul is on the Pacers number 2, Shadi Johnson, her first, the team's first.
So Williamson on the line, shooting 2. And that one missing. Williamson with 10 points. I take that back, 6 points. She's number 10. Dyslexia is my closest friend sometimes.
It happens to the best of us, honestly.
And she'll get that one to fall. Kennedy kind of got that ball stuck on her hip before she tried to make that pass, and that was just unfortunate for the Pacers. And it worked out well. Kennedy, where it all began, it ends. Kennedy with the rebound, coming to bring the ball down the court. Five-9 freshman out of Clinton, North Carolina is Kennedy.
Foul is on the Pacers number 4, Kyrie Chandler.
Kyrie Chandler picking up her first foul. Second team foul for the Pacers. One team foul for the Cougars here in the fourth. 9 minutes to go in this contest. Williamson on the left-hand side looking for somebody to get the ball to. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Nice looking shot there by Williams. Ebony Williams hitting that. And we got a blocking foul there by Williamson.
The foul is on number 10, Leisha Williamson, her second, the team's first this quarter.
Cougars have brought it within 10. Farrah with an easy pass reception. Gets it over to Crawford. Crawford bringing the ball down the court. Oh, misunderstanding there. That's Crawford.
She zigged when she should have zagged.
Yep. And then the bad side of it, she did it right in front of Coach Miller, and all she could do is give those eyes of my bad.
Yeah, I mean,
My bad.
That's sometimes all you can do.
Long range shot. That one. Williamson with a 3-point shot there, and just like that, 7 points is your difference.
The foul is on number 10, Leisha Williamson.
Williamson picking up her third foul, second team foul.
And the Cougars have quietly battled back into this thing. They're only down by 7 points now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, there's no quit. Pacers are not going to be able to just cruise through a victory here. They're going to have to earn it. Good defense there as that ball is intercepted. Williamson with a nice putback, gets it to fall. And just like that, 5 points is your difference. So the Cougars stepping up their defensive intensity. Is definitely getting it done. And again, here comes Wayne, and she's looking for somewhere to kick it out to. Pull up. 8-foot jumper right there by number 32, and now we got a 3-point game. Holloway out of Stone Mountain, Georgia, and we got a full media timeout. This ball game just got really interesting real quick. 54-51. We'll be right back right after this. And welcome back, 54-51, 7:28 to go here in the fourth. Pacers holding on to a much slimmer margin than they were throughout most of the game, sometimes as much as 15 points, but Cougars refusing to give in.
The foul was on number 14, Tatum Jarvis of Columbus State.
So Tatum Jarvis picking up her second foul. So Chandler's going to inbound it for the Pacers. Nice give and go there to Farah.
Now Farah in double digits.
That really was set up really nice. Nice little look there. Williamson with a, here, I'm going to go this way with the ball. Totally worked and easy layup for.
Substituting in for Columbus State is number 22, Christian Carter.
Christian Carter coming in for
Pacers, number 11, Mel
the Cougars, and two will come back in for the Pacers. So the Pacers inbounding. Cougars showing that they're going to make it as tough as possible to get the ball down, but oh, nice pick there by Williamson. Williamson driving the ball, two-wheel, sets up for defense. Williamson missing that ball, and Sade Johnson carries the ball out of bounds, and that'll be Cougar ball underneath their own basket. Gives it out to Wayne. Wayne Cougar defense or offense at the top of the key. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Wayne will bring it in. She's not afraid to pull the trigger, and she does. That one misses its mark. Rebounded by Sade Johnson. Gives it over to two-wheel to Kennedy. Kennedy thought about trying to get it back to two-wheel. Nice entry pass down the baseline to Farah. Farah kicks it back out to Kennedy. Kennedy kicks it over to Chandler. Chandler to two-wheel with a three-point attempt. Can't get it to fall. And the Cougars are on the run. 56-53, 5:45 to go here in the game. At the top, Wayne with a, not sure what was going on there, but I'm pretty sure Farah was landed on. And they're going to call that on Farah. So she picks up her third foul real quick. Carter's got 4 fouls, so had she been called for that, that would have been it for her. Didn't really see what was going on. The ball, it was away from the play. Cougars get the ball in. Williamson challenging two-wheel. Pull-up jumper, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Farah. Farah takes her time. Columbus State backs off on their defense. Miller giving a call to his Pacers, and Johnson with a nice little drive.
Taking it to the hole there. Great job by Johnson taking charge.
Pacers with a 5-point lead. Good looking shot there. Ebony Williams pulling up and hitting that little 10-footer. So Chandler will come around and get the ball from Farah. Farah finally gives it to her. And we got a foul on number 10. That'll be her fourth. Williamson picking up her fourth foul.
Checking back in is number 2, Tatiana Wayne.
So Wayne will come back in for the Cougars. Kennedy will inbound it from right in front of us. Gets it over to Farrah. Farrah easy. Gets it back over to the hands of Chandler. And they'll set something up here. Chandler at the top of the key, feeds it into Johnson. Johnson tries to get it back into Farrah and can't get it in. Miller beside himself. That ball was a little bit to Farrah's left. Had it been more to the right, it would have been an easy pass. So credit the passee, or the passer, not the passee. Wayne with a long range three. Can't get that one to fall.
That's a double-double performance now for Kay Farrah.
And we got a foul on the floor, down on the baseline.
The foul is on number 35, Crystal Boston. That's her third, it's the team's fifth, going to the line to shoot 2 is Kwajalein Farrah.
So Kwajalein Farrah go to the line to shoot 2. 58-55 is your score here with 3:51 to go. And Farrah will make that shot. Serena Carpenter will come back in for the Cougars. And Farrah will make the second. Pacers back to a 5-point lead. Williamson back in for the Cougars, and Carter will head to the bench for the Cougars. Williamson will bring it down. Williamson with 4 fouls. 2 players on the court for the Cougars with 4. Good defense. Kennedy with a. It looked clean, but the official. Oh no, it's a foul away.
Okay.
Yeah, they gave credit to Sade Johnson.
Okay, I was going to say, that was a pretty clean steal, it looked like to me, but since it's away from the ball, that would explain why.
I'm not sure they didn't call the wrong number on that. I think they saw Kennedy's 12 and just saw the 2 and gave credit to. I guarantee if Johnson was deeper in foul trouble, there'd be a little bit more conversation about that. Oh, Chandler tripped up. She tries to drive. It looked like she might have kind of rolled her ankle a little bit there, but she's walking pretty good. 60-55, ball out of bounds. Last touched by the Cougars.
Substituting for Oklahoma State is number 5.
Stewart coming in. She'll give Ebony Williams a breather. So 2-wheel looking to get the ball off. They're going to need to pull the trigger within 10 seconds. Kennedy with a nice little baseline drive. Good feed into Farrah. Farrah blocked. Good defense by the Cougars. Cougars on the run. 2-wheel got stuck.
Third, the team's fifth. Tatiana Wayne with the charity strike for 2.
Wayne will get to shoot 2 here. 2-wheel picking up her second foul. And she'll make the first, bringing the Cougars within 4. 2:56 to go here in the game. Second one doesn't fall, rebounded by the Cougars though. So fortuitous for the Cougars. 2:50 to go. Coach Howard slowing her team down, setting something up. Three-point shot attempt, rebounded by Stewart. Buying a new fresh shot clock. Bounce definitely going the way of the Cougar. Wayne pulling up that one, can't get it to fall. Two Pacers fighting for the ball. Pacers got a 5-on-4. And Johnson gets that one to fall.
Clutch shot there by Johnson.
Pacers now enjoying a 6-point lead. Serena Carpenter, she tweaked that leg a little bit. You can tell by the, she's real slow to get back down on defense. Something happened down here on this end of the court. She's still playing. And we got a charge. Two-wheel. And that's her fifth foul, so she'll be out. The Cougars
substituting in is number 3, Kayla Carter, and number 32, Ebony Williams.
Kayla Carter back in for the Cougars. Ebony Williams also in. So Chandler will bring the ball down, gets it past midcourt, kicks it over to Johnson. Johnson feed over to Two-Wheel. Nice feed into Kennedy. Kennedy with a nice little layup there. And that puts her at 9 points.
Another big day for Alex Kennedy for sure.
Yeah, she's really coming into her own. And again, another freshman that sky's the limit.
Yep, she's got a lot of potential. She's a great scorer, got a lot of rebounding talent as well.
Number 14, Tatum Jarvis.
1 minute, 12 seconds to go. Pacers getting that little run. 64-56 is their lead as Jarvis goes to the line for the Cougars. She'll make the first. Second one does not go. Two-Wheel with the rebound. Looking for someone to dish that off to. Chandler quickly fouled by Wayne. That'll be her second foul, so she's got a few to give.
Number 2 with the Cougars, Tatiana Wayne. That's her second. And it sends Courier Chandler to the line for 2.
So Chandler will go to the line for 2 as we're 1 minute and 6 seconds away from the game's completion. Don't forget, Pacer men against the Cougar men at 3:30, give or take. And we'll probably be closer to 3:45. Chandler makes the first, misses the second, 65-57. Long range jumper, can't get that to fall, and that ball knocked. Last touch by the Pacers as it goes out of bounds. 57.2 seconds to go. Cougars will get inbounded on their end of the court. Back in for the Cougars is Christian Carter. Cougars able to inbound it. A little 12-foot jumper does not fall for Wayne.
The foul is on number 2 of the Cougars, Tatiana Wayne. Her third, Kwajalein Farah to the line for 2.
Wayne picks up her third. So Farah to the line for the Pacers. And she'll make the first. She'll make the second. 10-point lead, 50.3 seconds to go here in the game. Wayne blocked by Farah. Farah, quick hit. Oh, nice defense by the Cougars as 32, Ebony Williams comes out of nowhere and just steals the ball. Good putback by number 14, Tatum Jarvis. And she's got 5 points. And now we're playing who can foul the quickest.
The foul is on number 32, Ebony Williams of the Cougars. That's her first.
Ebony Williams picking up her first foul.
Shooting two will be
Kyrie Chandler to the line for the Pacers. Chandler will make the first.
Substitute number 12, Genoa Daniels, and number 23, Naomi Holloway.
And Naomi Holloway coming in, along with Genoa Daniels, making her debut in the game. And we got a timeout for the Cougars.
We have a 60-second timeout.
And it's a 60-second timeout. 69-59 is your score, 32 seconds to go, and one more chance to thank our sponsors, Hudson Etheridge Companies. For all your insurance needs, give them a call. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, meeting all your automotive needs. They're glad to receive your call as well. Willie Jules, great place to feast on. Some good old-fashioned barbecue. In fact, old school is the word they would use. South Carolina Education Lottery, thank you for all that you do to help the USC Aiken Pacers broadcast. And, of course, my buddy Jordan Phillips working the mic ever so eloquently.
I can only hope to be as good as you one day.
Well, all you got to do is talk, and you're there. So, easy target.
I don't think we have that in common.
Such a low standard you have set. And I'm sure that you will see the error of your ways in no time.
Maybe so.
32 seconds to go. 69-59 is the score. A lot of quick fouls is probably going to be the game plan for the Cougars. I don't want to get up in Coach Howard's head too much, but it seems to be pretty standard in this situation. You're down by 10. Cougars will be inbounding their end of the court. That's not going to go. A little short. And Two will calling timeout, making it very clear. As she laughs.
Yeah, there was definitely no way to mistake that one.
I heard it through my headphones. And it wasn't because the mic was picking it up. That's a 30-second timeout. Beautiful day, good crowd. Students aren't back yet. They come back next week. So not a lot of students here. But we do applaud our dance team members and our cheer squad that have committed to supporting Pacers, doing their part. Of course, great mascot.
Oh, yeah.
Ace.
Ace is always the place.
Ace is here. Ace, he is the party.
He is, man.
Good to see everybody showing out here today. Beautiful day here in Aiken, South Carolina.
For once.
For once, yeah. We've been dealing with a lot of rain. I was going to have to use a kayak to get to work today, but
You and I both.
glad I was able to drive here with the windows down. Tatiana Wayne picking up a quick foul. That'll be her fourth. Pacers looking to get no rebound. They're just getting down to set up for defenses. Chandler goes to the line. She'll get the first to fall. So Two will back in for the Pacers. Kyrie Chandler with 16 points. Farrah with 14. and make that 15 points.
Substituting is number 12, Genoa Daniels.
No, 11 points. I'm sorry.
Also substituting number 32, Ebony Williams.
No, they just gave the points to the wrong person. Yeah, it's Chandler with 16 points.
Big day for her offensively for sure.
Tell you what, ever since she got here, you just knew she was just going to be so fun to watch, and she has proven to be fun. And that long-range, high-arcing three-point shot by Genoa Daniels out of Queens, New York. You got to know this is balmy weather for her.
I can only imagine.
Queens, New York.
USC Aiken calls timeout.
Surprisingly not under snow right now, but
A 60-second
significantly
timeout.
cooler, I would
And we will
imagine.
advance the basketball at the end of the timeout.
Coach Joe, or Mr. Joe Kacharski, the silkiest voice in the business over there, kind of talked himself in circles for a moment. It's rare that you get to hear that. It's kind of fun. But it looks like the Pacers are going to start out the new year doing well. Again, with these freshmen coming in, and of course getting Kwajalein Farah back, and then of course the leadership of Chandler, Kyrie. I mean, what Mark Miller has done with this team has been fun to watch because it's a building process. I mean, and you're seeing it come to fruition.
Exactly.
And it's fun to be a witness to that, especially getting front row seats like we get.
Yeah.
Super, super cool as Johnson looks to inbound that ball to Crawford, one of the freshman future superstars, if not already superstar. I mean, she's just been a fantastic addition to this program. Super, super cool kid to talk to. I haven't really gotten to know her all that well, but certainly looking forward to knowing a little bit more about her and about what makes her tick. She'll nail that first shot, being a pure shooter. She made that look effortless. That gives her 8 points.
Second for Columbus State, number 12, Genoa Daniels.
Genoa Daniels back on the court for the Cougars, and you got to imagine she is their three-point specialist. That ball almost hit the rafter. She shot that so high. If you can block that, good luck. Crawford missing that one and having to get back and play defense. Cougars sprint down, 6 seconds to go. Good defense by Crawford, and that ball goes out of bounds as it just misses short. That was a tough shot. So they're going to let the clock run out there, and the Pacers will come home with a win. 10-point lead, set and win with 72-62. So the Pacers will advance to 8-4, and they will be 4-2 in conference. Columbus State Cougars, they're going to fall to 6-3, 3-2 in conference play. But definitely a lot to show for the character of their program. There's no quit in them. The coaching staff has done a great job of getting them ready for this. And sky's the limit, I think, for either of these teams. So I think you can look forward to seeing both these teams hitting tournament play when the time comes. So it's been fun. We'll be back here in 25 minutes to watch the number 8 in the nation, USC Aiken Pacer men's basketball team, take on the Columbus State Cougars men as well. We'll be right back.